welcome to another episode of Disqualified. I am your NXT Predictions Champion, Trevin, joined as always by our main roster predictions champion, Caleb.
Hola.
And Zach is behind the camera.
Yep. Buttless Zach.
Oh, good foot.
You sure cared when you won both of these.
I know, because how are you guys going to lose to the guy behind the camera on your own show?
Listen here, you mother.
We're not the one that meme picked our way to a win. And then Safe picked their way out of their first loss by locking me out for that title.
I didn't lock you out. You just copied me.
I answered before you. Every time, you copied me.
You're in my head beforehand.
This man is openly admitted to not watching the shows. To us.
But I pre-predict. I can see what's coming. I've proven this.
Anyway.
Also, wait. There is something that we forgot to, really lock down. You have a punishment?
Yeah.
He has a punishment.
Yeah. We could do another Hot Ones.
48 races of Baby Park on Mario Kart.
That is a thing we were brainstorming last night.
Whoever gets the most wins is safe.
That's a deciding factor on who gets put in the punishment.
That is the most mundane I mean, we're due for a dual punishment since we had a double PLE weekend. We could do another Hot Ones.
It's an endurance challenge.
I want to think of something else that would just mentally break one of you.
Yes, because he's technically due for 2. Yeah, because when you lost his...
I still haven't forgot about you shaving your beard. No, Zach's punishment, he shaves everything. But no,
that doesn't seem to be on the card.
We're here to talk about Friday Night Smackdown. It was, honestly, a good show.
Yeah.
3 for 3 this week.
Yeah.
On good shows. And that's all the applause we're giving you.
Yeah, because social media work sucked. For those of you who don't know, the mystery man is recently lost his title, Jey Uso, for the last Raw qualifier, and why?
It's so... here's the thing, and here's what would have made the match better. The only reason why Gunther has the world title now is because it was Triple H's call to make him and Goldberg a Saturday Night's main event
For a title. Which is stupid.
Gunther would have fit the makeup of this match that they're planning on Monday so much
90%.
They are big, heavy-hitting guys. What is Jey Uso gonna do? Super kick.
90% sure the original plan was for Gunther to re-enter the tournament before the Goldberg plan got finalized. I feel like this Goldberg plan is very last minute. They were trying to hammer down details.
And it's very plain to see that Jay is going to move on in that match.
Yep.
We're going to get Cody v. Jay in the semifinals. Then we're probably getting Cody v. Orton at Night of Champions.
Some people are saying the finals are going to be Sammy and Jay to get a Sammy heel turn.
I don't think so. Sammy has to beat Orton? I don't think so. I didn't think Orton was winning that match. As soon as Carmelo went for the first 48, I was like, that's your winner.
Speaking of which, let's get to that match. But first, we start with Cena addressing the crowd, doing his classic heel shtick of "you're all idiots," and then Cody responds.
Cena does say that Rollins won't cash in on him.
Yes. Which, for being a Raw holder...
It is any brand.
Yeah.
It's any title you want.
Yeah. Yeah, but...
Seth Rollins cashes in on Ethan Page.
Seth cashes in on Oba.
Seth cashes in on Jackson Drake, the Evolve champion. He's like, I'm gonna make Evolve legendary.
That would hurt my soul. But
That would be so funny though.
But Cody responds as his main argument was like, look, you have all these plans, you have all this dream, you have this Mount Rushmore you've developed where all 4 phases are you, but there's one notch in your plan. Last Saturday, you looked up at the lights while I pinned you for the 3 count. And sure, I gotta go through this tournament now, but just know that very, very soon, I'm coming for you. And that triggers a response from someone else who is also in the tournament and has a minor claim to a title shot of none other than the Viper Randy Orton.
Why does he have time? He lost his match.
He does bring up that he had seen a beat. He
was gonna punt his head clean off his shoulders.
And then one person decided to stop him so that we could try to save Cena. But
Fiend.
No, it wasn't Fiend that
Oh
stopped
no,
him.
it was
R-Truth. Yeah.
I don't know why I thought it was Fiend. Oh no, that's how we won at Mania. I forgot. That's how we won at Mania.
Yeah, but
I've already remembered.
yeah, but Orton's like, so if I win this tournament, I'm gonna get that shot to punt your skull off your shoulders again, and I'm gonna take it.
And here comes out the man that's in the match that's happening next, alongside Orton.
Yep.
LA Knight, who is like so minorly, tangentially connected. Like, I think he celebrated with Cena at Elimination Chamber. No, he didn't.
No.
Because it was just Cody.
Yeah.
He is so tangentially related to this just because he has a match.
He's like, listen. I got costed my shot at Money in the Bank to get a title directly, and now I gotta get past. And now I'm in this match, and I know I'm gonna get past you right now. If I run into you, I'm gonna get past you. And when I win this whole tournament, I'm gonna smash your skull into the mat for that 1, 2, 3. Yeah. That's basically his promo.
It is so obvious this man is moving over to Raw. It is so obvious this man is moving over to Raw. There's nothing left for him to do on SmackDown.
Nope.
I mean, other than win the title, but the title picture is currently being held hostage. So,
yeah.
No involvement for him there.
Yes, it's like as soon as he left the Bloodline Vortex, there is nothing for him to do.
Speaking of Bloodline Vortex, there was a potential member, who debuted before SmackDown went on the air.
Yep.
For a main event.
Yep.
That was Hikuleo.
Yep, he had a dark match.
From New Japan, son of Haku, WWE legend. And it was weird. They didn't give him any different name. Nothing. He is Hikuleo. This comes off of him being signed for a full year and just sitting and doing nothing.
Yep. He is officially on the NXT roster internally, but
probably Bloodline member.
Yeah. But now that match we've teased that it is one of SmackDown's King of the Ring qualifier fatal 4-ways to move on to the semifinals, and you have previously mentioned Randy Orton, previously mentioned LA Knight. You also have Carmelo Hayes, and this was also Aleister Black, right?
Yep. Aleister Black.
This match cooked.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I thought I saw a clip today of Randy getting hit with the black mass and then spinning around, punching at nothing, and then just
Randy decided that this match I'ma be the funny guy and delay sell everything, which added to it because surprisingly the 4 styles represented in this match mixed real well together.
Yeah, you have Orton's very, very slick technical skill. You have
You'll get you when you least expect. Yes.
You have Carmelo Hayes' explosiveness.
Mm-hmm. And you have Knight's you're gonna know that I'm going for this.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought so. It lines up. Carmelo is going for the first 48, and I believe he hits. I think he gets hit with the RKO midair.
So it wasn't a first 48. It was so he hits one first 48, and then he goes for a frog splash, I believe it was. Yeah, he goes for the frog splash on LA Knight, who is down, and Orton decides to RKO Carmelo midair on tonight, which the RKO takes out Hayes, and LA Knight is laid out. So Orton pins 1, 2, 3. Your person in the semifinals for this side of the bracket is none other than the Viper, Randy Orton.
Yeah. I don't. Not surprised. Not surprised.
No,
I would have liked it to be Carmelo Hayes.
A lot of people were being like, oh, this is the spot where they recover from LA Gain Hope 3 years in a row. Nope.
Okay. I don't think he's sniffing main roster world title gold. They think if they want to give him a world title, unfortunately, it is NXT. And the thing is, he has everything. He has everything. While I'm not a fan of his in-ring style is good. It's what, other than his mic skills, is what's gotten him to the dance.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, I just don't think he's world champion. I just don't see it. And if he does have it, I think it's going to be a J-type reign.
Yeah. The roster, funnily enough, I think the roster is a little too stacked, especially with the world title being held hostage currently by a farewell tour.
And the thing is, the only reason why it's bloated is because Cena.
Yeah.
If Cena wasn't here, and don't get me wrong, I love that Cena's back. I love the retirement tour. Hate how it's going, but I love the idea of it.
Yeah. If a world title wasn't being held hostage by that retirement tour, things might be looking a little different, and the world title would be a lot more fluid, a lot more going, a lot less plugged up.
And I fear for when Roman comes back, because it seems like he might be going to Raw.
Mm-hmm.
Because if Rollins has the world championship, that's going to be a big match that they're going to want to do.
Mm-hmm.
So then both world championships will be held hostage, and you have two very good mid-card champions right now that I don't think they want to take the belt off of them.
Oh.
So it seems like your titles are just going to be stagnant. And I think it's going to be the first time in a while that every belt for the men's has been just in a solid position.
Yeah.
Don't think Fatu's losing anytime soon unless chicanery happens. Because you have to keep him looking strong. I don't think Dom loses it anytime soon.
No.
Unless they swerve us and Finn wins it down the line.
Yeah.
Rollins is taking that title off of Gunther. If not Gunther, it's going to be Goldberg. Because I can see Goldberg very much being like, I want to win this. And then Seth comes in and cashes.
Mm-hmm.
Cena, I don't think he's losing it till December. I honestly believe I don't think he's losing it till December.
Yeah, it's weird because the last time I think titles were this much on lock, where like you walked in being like, ain't no way any of the champions are losing their title.
Mm-hmm.
This is the area where Roman was unified world title, like before World Heavyweight was introduced, and Gunther was Intercontinental. Even after Seth
Well, no, because here's the thing. The U.S. title
was so flowy.
It was so flowy. So that is... I'm talking every single belt is locked. Like, I don't see a men's title change happening. The women's division, it's very obvious Tiffany's reign is coming to an end soon.
Yes.
I think it's going to be Jade. Oh, that's a spoiler. I think it's going to be Jade that moves on and
Yeah.
wins the whole thing. And then I see her beating Stratton, and then I see
And then get cashed in on.
getting cashed in on right away.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing that the internet has brought up is that all three main roster world title holders, including the tag division, have not had a defense since Mania.
So, and here's WWE's defense. We're putting on an all-women's show. The Bella Twins, I think, are going to come back and win the tag team championships. And I don't know who they have taken off of EO.
No.
I kind of think it's too early for EO to lose it, too.
Yeah.
I think they might have her go on a 200-day reign like Rhea did.
Yeah.
Please.
I like that the women's world champions, all of them, have had long reigns.
Yeah.
There's not been a single short reign in that lineage
No.
since Rhea picked it up when they got reintroduced as the women's world championship. And then you had Liv hold it for a whole year pretty much.
Yeah.
And now EO, who's held it since before Rumble, I believe.
No, it was after Rumble, before Elimination Chamber.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
No, EO held it. No, EO won it the Monday after Elimination Chamber.
Okay, yeah. So
Yeah.
she's only had it for a few months. Yeah, I think she might hold it to Survivor Series.
Yeah.
At the earliest, they take it off her. Also because they're not positioning EO to face anyone,
No, yeah.
so it's weird.
Tiffany, they're building towards rivalries. EO, the only rivalry is a potential Kabuki Warriors reunion, as Liv and Raquel have been feuding with Kyrie.
Now I think they want to keep Kyrie and Asuka separate.
Yeah.
It's so weird because I don't want to see them as a tag act forever because they're way too good singles wrestlers to be a tag act forever. But the women's division on the main roster is going to be bloated soon because you have Jordan Grace that has yet to come up, and then any surprise NXT call-ups that happen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because you
it's
remember
gonna be
that
bloated
yeah.
unless they finally start putting people you're gonna start in the mid card, this. You have to start here, and then you go here.
Yeah.
I think Julia takes it off of Vega whenever they have their match.
Yeah, but
Now we move on to other United States Championship flavored news with Fatu, Jacob that is, cutting a promo where he warned Solo and JC, do not get in my way.
You saw what happened
It's
on
gonna
Saturday.
end bad for you.
Yeah, he's like, you said that nothing I did in this business was on my own, that it was all you. But the thing is, only one of us has gold around our shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I won this thing fair and square, and I did it on my own.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, you can try to take it, but based off of Saturday, you won't be that successful.
And is this where Solo and JC come up on the Tron?
Yeah.
JC, somehow, the bloodline aura has not hit him.
Nope.
The way they lit him in this scene was so bad.
Santi called him a fly, man.
No, it was like they just were like, okay. It literally just hit here, and then because of the sunglasses, the top half of his head just gone.
Yeah.
It was just in the shadow.
Bad. Bloodline Aura has done wonders for everyone except
for
JC.
How did it skip over everyone? Maybe it's because he's not real family.
Yeah, maybe.
That's my theory. He's not real family, so it doesn't contribute.
Yeah, but Solo's basically like, next week I'ma stand in the middle of that ring. I'ma call you over and ask for you to say 4 simple words. You do that, I'll greet you back with open arms. You don't do that, remember I brought you into this world, and I can for sure take you out.
Mm. I think Hikuleo debuts there. This was their tune-up to see, okay, how good are you? And now you're going to get thrown in the deep end. But yeah, now we move on to one of 2, count them, 2 women's qualifiers.
Yeah.
For
spoiler alert, we get all 4 SmackDown Fatal 4-Ways this week.
This is what they should have done on Raw. Except, no, we had to wait because we couldn't pencil in literally any other Raw superstar on the roster.
We don't know the condition of Ilya, but people were asking for him. People have been asking for you to give Cross a match since Mania.
Cross, Tozawa, Otis, Styles.
Use the talent you have.
Because I don't even think Styles is in the qualifier.
No.
Styles, you could have put JD in a fucking qualifier. If Carlito was still on the company, you could have put him in a qualifier. Like, Jey Uso? Jey Uso. In the King of the Ring tournament. I would have taken Jimmy Uso. Not the man who just lost the title. Why are you already fighting for another opportunity at the title?
Why did Gunther just immediately slot in?
Because Gunther's a whiny little bitch.
Yeah. Glad we agree on one thing.
Here's the thing, though. If Gunther came at me crazy, I'd give him a fucking title shot, too. Fair. I don't want him murdering me.
Fair.
I just saw what he did to my twin brother. Fuck, I don't want that to happen to me. Fuck you talking about?
Yeah, but we have the participants of this match are a Jade Cargill, a Nia Jax, a Piper Niven, and who was the 4th? Frick, why am I forgetting? Michin, right?
There, yeah.
It's because it's Michin.
No, it's just... You could tell the women's side on SmackDown is really lacking. Don't get me wrong, Michin and Piper can go. It's just their characters are like, why are... I mean, not Michin per se, but Piper. Why is she in the tournament? And why is Alba in the tournament when they should be...
Well, Alba's in the tournament because before this segment, Chelsea had some flight issues, so she cannot make it, so she asked for Nick Aldis to postpone her qualifier match, and he's like, wait a minute. Look, you're part of a faction, right? So how about Alba Fire? You take her place, and if she moves on, we can discuss you sliding back in her spot instead. But you know what? Alba, you're slotted in now.
Okay, make this make sense. She's still not medically cleared.
Yeah.
So how is she even in the tournament to begin with?
Touche.
You could have had Julia in the tournament.
She's going after the U.S. title. Which in that same segment...
You still could have had Vegas run in and cost Julia the match.
Yeah, which in that same segment where Alba was slotted in, Vega takes the phone out of Aldis's hands, puts Chelsea on mute, and is like, I want Julia.
Zelina, thank you for being Women's U.S. Champion. You did a alright job. Time for Julia.
Yup.
Well, also because Chelsea also said in an interview recently, like, she's aware that fans are getting tired of those two mixing it up. So, move on. Don't make fans hate the belt because it's stagnant. Like, unfortunately, some people just have to have short reigns.
Yep.
It makes the championship more interesting. It really does. Because in real life, there are people that win a UFC championship and lose it the next fight.
Yep.
It happens. Not everyone's Habib. Not everyone's Mighty Mouse.
Some people lose it the same night because they get cocky and be like, who wants to run it with me right now?
I've never seen a UFC fighter fight twice in one night. Don't lump me into this assumption. I've never seen that happen.
I think it's happened a couple times in boxing. Correct me if I'm
Boxing,
wrong.
I can see.
Yeah.
UFC, no.
No. Yeah. Boxing, I think a couple people have gotten cocky.
But also, I don't know enough about boxing.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we get this match, and it cooks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
Cargill wins.
Yeah. By hitting a jaded on Piper Niven.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think it's very, very apparent to see that she is
Going all the way.
Yeah.
Especially with the segment that comes up next.
Especially with the segment that comes up next, and especially with Bianca's out till post SummerSlam.
I think so. Because fingers.
She's definitely missing Evolution 2.
Yeah.
So
Fingers suck.
I think the earliest she could come back, if they want to do it this way, is SummerSlam to get involved in the finish of the match.
Yeah.
And maybe some people are saying maybe she turns on Cargill and helps Naomi cash in. Don't know. I kind of want to see Bianca on Raw. I want to see her and Rhea swap brands. Do another swap.
That'd be a cool shakeup.
And then some way, somehow, just keep building it up, because we are going to get these two on the same roster at some point in a match at Mania at some point.
Yeah.
It is very obvious that they're saving Rhea and Bianca in their back pocket, because that is a money-making match.
We almost got it, but the internet got real around EO this past year.
And I like it.
Yeah.
Because that's the unpredictable thing. We're like, okay, EO's going to lose. Like, no shot on EO, but she's going to lose that. And then she won it, and it's like, oh.
I've never doubted you.
You've never doubted.
Yeah.
But I was like, there's no way. There's no way.
Yeah, but the segment that comes up next is your Miss Money in the Bank, Naomi, comes to address the crowd, and she's like, y'all were shocked. Y'all were surprised. Y'all didn't think I could do it. This was my 5th Money in the Bank, and so you're like, nah, she just can't.
It's Tiffy time!
Yeah.
No, yeah, she said that it is her 5th time, which means LA Knight, you only have 2 more matches to do. 2 more, then you can finally get your Money in the Bank.
Sorry.
It happened, bruh, it happens. Chris Jericho helped come up with the match concept, and he never won one.
So
let's put this into perspective. Triple H helped come up with the Elimination Chamber, I believe, and he won the first one. Or at least the second one.
Yeah.
So, bruh, just because you're in a match. Shelton Benjamin's another great example. I think he's done 5 or 6 Money in the Banks, and he's never won one. Sorry, it happens.
Yeah.
Just because your favorite's over doesn't mean they're going to win something. Do I have to go over what I said about Santino in the other video? I mean, granted, LA Knight's not a comedy wrestler, but sometimes people just don't get chips. The big ones. They don't catch the big ones.
Yeah.
It happens. My favorite basketball player has never sniffed an NBA Finals. It is okay for people to not win.
Yeah. But, Tiffy comes out and she's like, you know what? It's funny because, our roles from last year have been swapped this year. I'm the champ. You're Miss Money in the Bank. The only difference is there ain't no way you're getting a successful cash in on me.
And after a few more spats, Nia Jax comes out.
Yep. Recently losing her fatal 4-way, decides, I need a chip, run it back, Tiffy.
Why? Why? I'd much rather Tiffany Charlotte too. I'd much rather Tiffany Charlotte too.
Yeah.
Or Tiffany versus anybody else. I like Nia Jax, don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
but why are we continuing this storyline?
Yeah, she hits the Annihilator on Tiffy, and Naomi thinks, oh, she's laid out. I could cash in, and Nia just stares her down, being like, try it, bitch. She's like, she's mine right now. You can have her later, but she's mine right now.
You can have her later, implying that I know I'm going to lose this match, but I want the match. Good writing. Now, the episode was good. That's because the matches. The segments...
Yeah.
Next, we do get a very good match. And,
yes.
you know, it's one of my favorite days. It was Friday the 13th. But it is one of Trevin's favorite groups, so I will let Trevin dissect this whole thing. Trevin.
Spooky season is upon us.
And it's only June.
Well, Friday the 13th.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We have the Wyatt Six asking for the tag division to feed one. Just one of them to us right now so we can show off what we can do. And the rest of the tag division is arguing. They're like, DIY is like, listen, as people who are usually the smart ones, the voice of reason in this division, I say we send Fraxium. And Fraxium's like, oh, of course you would say to send us. and then the argument starts, and it's like, well, if not the new guys, then how about the champs right now? Like, it doesn't have to be for the title, but get the big dogs out there. And they're like, oh, you would love for them to zobbing us up, wouldn't you? And Nick Aldis is like, everyone shut up. Motor City Machine Guns.
Since you're the only one not participating.
Yes, you've also claimed you're veterans. You are some of the best workers I have seen. Go show them what this tag division can do. And MCMG are like, yeah, let's go.
Murder.
Murder. To be fair, Motor City Machine Guns did put in a good fight, and the Wyatt Six's tag team is none other than Joe Gacy and Dexter Lumis, who, you know, we all thought was going to be the case. But yeah, no, besides a couple flashy tag moves MCMG put on, murder.
Oh, yeah, we'll get to it because we're literally about to talk about it. But, yeah, so Wyatt Six win.
Yeah.
They pretty much, I guess, move on in the tag division.
Yeah. Yeah, some people are saying that there was some funkiness with the finish as it seemed they hit one of their finishers, but then they were about to go for the pin. Bo Dallas screamed like, nah, yeah, and Dexter Lumis hit his top rope leg drop for the 1, 2, 3, which people are like, you had the pin right there?
I don't know.
Yeah.
But something that's been happening recently that it was weird at first, but now that it's happened on every single show so far across all of WWE, someone comes out for the second promo of a night.
Yeah.
Or a second segment of a night.
Well, to be fair, we did not mention in the first promo we had.
I'm going to get to that.
Yeah.
But John Cena comes back out and basically just starts chastising the fans again.
Yeah.
And then he brings up Truth. And out for the second time tonight, R-Truth comes to beat John Cena's ass.
Yeah.
Because John Cena walked up the ramp the first time in the first segment of the night to leave. And Killings jumped him.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
this time he jumps him from behind and locks in the STF.
Yep.
And everyone's coming out to stop Truth from attacking. And this leads to a backstage segment where Truth, or Killings, goes up to Aldis and he goes, "Next week, I want Cena." And Aldis is like, "Okay, you got him." He's like, "But I can't have you doing this."
I think we're doing these promos in reverse.
No, we're not.
We are, because I remember Punk doing an "I'm sorry" spot. Yeah. So before Killings attacks, however,
CM Punk comes out.
Yup.
It's pretty much kind of what they said on Monday.
Yeah.
Except Punk, the only thing that Punk really adds is the idea of you making a Mount Rushmore and putting yourself on it, let alone 4 of yourselves, is just disgraceful. That is like the only new thing that gets added.
Yeah.
Then Killings comes out.
Yep. Hits the STF, and Punk mocks Cena by saying "I'm sorry," like how he said he did at Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, and then after Killings talks to Aldis walks away, and Killings goes, "I'm the one in control now." And it's said that he's going to continue to be called R-Truth, even though he said he's going by Ron Killings.
Yeah. Commentary flip-flopped between the two names.
I just think it's weird. I don't know how they're going to book it going forward, but interesting nonetheless. Yeah. Next, we move on to the second women's qualifier for tonight. So we have Alexa Bliss, Charlotte Flair, Alba Fire, and
to Google.
Candice LeRae.
Yeah, there we go.
I was thinking about it during the tag team segment too. They did say that she's a part of DIY.
Yeah.
They clarified that she's the newest addition to DIY. The ending of this match was one of the most creative endings I've seen.
It was so slick.
Charlotte locks in the figure 8 on Alba Fire.
Yep, bridged.
And that's what the figure 8 is. It's just the bridge to figure 4.
Yeah.
It looks like Alba is going to tap. And then all of a sudden, the camera pans out.
Yeah, Candice is trying to break up the hold, but Alexa catches her. Sister Abigail DDT pins.
1, 2, 3. Right before Alba starts tapping.
Yup, and Charlotte and Alexa just stare down. Charlotte being like, "That was slick. You son of a..."
Charlotte hasn't won anything.
Besides the Rumble.
Since coming back.
Yeah.
Interesting choice.
Yeah.
Not saying that I hate it, because I hate when she wins everything. I don't think if she would have won this, the internet would have gone crazy. I would have been like, okay, it makes sense.
Yeah, because
the only two people I saw winning this were Bliss and Charlotte.
Yeah.
I would have loved Candice.
Yeah. We personally were more leaning towards Charlotte to get the Jade v Flair match at King and Queen of the Ring. But Bliss winning it throws a wrench in that.
Well, just because I think that's a program you'd probably want to run at some point.
Yeah.
Why not? Because Charlotte's been here since 2014. So, I mean, of course, Becky, Bayley, she's ran it with. Nikki Bella, Sasha Banks, of course, Natalia, Nia Jax, Rhea, Bianca. It just seems like another, let's just get another big name feud in there.
Yeah.
But I guess not right now.
Not right now.
That will have to wait.
Yep.
But we don't have to wait for our main event of the evening.
It is the final Smackdown Fatal 4-Way Qualifier.
And this match consists of the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes, Shinsuke Nakamura. I'm already forgetting the other two men.
Shoot, I know them.
I hope you know them.
Why do I not know them? Crud.
Damian Priest was one of them.
Yes, Damian Priest and Andrade.
Oh, yes. It was just a weird mix of people.
It was. Where, like, there's a clear outlier of who's moving on in this match. The rest, the other person is a contender. The other two are Polar Bears in Arlington, Texas, compared to the other two.
No, I would say Andrade is like finding any reptile in that that climb is like, okay, that's normal. Like, we could see him being in here. Shinsuke is the polar bear in Arlington, Texas, because where the fuck has he been? He lost that title and dipped. He said, I'm going surfing.
Yeah, no, Cody's the clear outlier of you're the one moving on. Damian was the person I was mentioning where it could be a shocking turn if he wins. Your argument for Andrade is fair. He has put on real good matches, has been climbing up the card.
Like, Andrade's not going to win this match, but it makes sense that he's in this match.
Yes.
Because of how he's been positioned.
Shinsuke's the polar bear.
Where the fuck did Shinsuke come from?
But these four men put on a banner.
I can't complain with the results. It was good, but Shinsuke, what the fuck? No, but I mean, we all saw it. We all know it's Cody wins.
Yeah.
With adrenaline in his soul, rah rah rah, everything, you know.
Yeah.
They managed to keep the Superman down.
Yes, there were a couple for both Supermen in this, honestly, but both Cody and Damian had a couple close call spots. Andrade did also get a couple 2 counts to his name. Like, there's being like, listen, he did qualify for Money in the Bank. Expect him to be higher up on the card than we've booked him more recently, but
he'll still show up.
And then there's Shinsuke.
Yeah. And then there's Shinsuke. Man, since Shinsuke's come to WWE, he has got it hoed.
Oh, they hoed him so badly since he got. And this is the thing, usually.
He's just a Muzan wannabe.
No, literally, crowds usually don't know NXT people. If you go look up his main roster debut on Smackdown,
The crowd knew him.
they also brought out a professional violinist
To play him out live.
that also played him out many a times in NXT. That is presentation. That is, this person means something.
Has not sniffed a world title since.
Oh no, he sniffed the world title and then he got himself fucking disqualified in the main event of WrestleMania by low-blowing AJ Styles. And then the whole basic storyline was he was fascinated with low-blowing AJ Styles.
Hey, yo.
What are we doing here?
And then the next time he was in a world title feud was against Seth, and being the inaugural champ and being one of your main money draws, despite having a real good trilogy with him, he lost all matches in that trilogy.
And then we had the Cody matches.
And then he disappeared off the face of the earth.
And then he was on SmackDown.
And his immediate run-in was with LA Knight being like, Knight, you are a faker. You are all talk, no fight.
And then he won the U.S. title just because he was appearing on a Noah show.
Yeah, they wanted a title on Noah.
And then he lost the belt
Right after the tour ended.
And then Knight was in the Bloodline Vortex. Oh my God. The U.S. title used to be so good. Its inaugural winner was Eddie Guerrero. And then we had one LA Knight reign, a Shinsuke Nakamura reign, then another LA Knight reign. Thank God it's Jacob Fatu now.
Yep, he will make that title mean something.
Yeah, and you know, the end of the last match of the night means this is the end of the show.
Yeah.
The end of the card. Match is good. We got honestly 5 solid matches.
Yeah.
Um,
Promo work was.
but SmackDown isn't the story-based show.
No, it's the
wrestling-based
wrestling-based show. But still, if you're in a story-driven business, your storytelling still gotta be decently on point.
Yeah, some things don't make sense. Some things just happen to happen. No, Alba. Not saying that Alba doesn't deserve there, because Alba does deserve that shot, but you're in the tag team. Why are 2 members in the tag team in a tournament where they could potentially face each other in the finals?
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, the Usos might be getting back together soon. Who knows?
That's not very Usi of them.
That's not very Usi of WWE to not give Big Jim a title beforehand.
Yeah.
Or at least another tag team title reign with someone else. But that has been it from us here at Disqualified. I am your main roster prediction champion, your first 2-time Caleb. This is your NXT predictions champion, Trevin. And that is beltless, unless you count the Chop Championship. Zach behind the camera, our producer. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell 3 times so you know the match is over. Let us know what you thought of the episode, and we will see you next time. Peace.
Bye.